The Kindle Paperwhite, 11th generation, is perhaps the nearly perfect e-reader for most book lovers. Amazon took their beloved mid-range Kindle and supercharged it with a bigger screen, adjustable warm lighting, and modern amenities like USB-C charging, all while keeping it under $150. If you're someone who enjoys reading fiction on the couch, studying on the go, or just wants to rekindle, pun intended, a reading habit without distractions, the latest Paperwhite is a fantastic device that feels like carrying a portable library. Display and reading experience. The Paperwhite's centerpiece is its gorgeous 6.8-inch e-ink display. It's slightly larger than the older 6-inch Kindles, meaning you get more text on each page, a few extra lines, which actually makes a nice difference in reducing page flips. The resolution is 300 pixels per inch, so text is extremely crisp, resembling printed paper. Reading on this screen is a joy. It's glare-free even in bright sunlight, perfect for beach or park reading, and because it's e-ink, there's no harsh backlight shining in your eyes. The new Paperwhite also has 17 LED front lights, up from 4 in the basic Kindle, which make the screen evenly illuminated in the dark. An awesome upgrade in this gen is the adjustable warm light. You can change the screen tint from cool white to a warm amber hue. In practice, this means at night you can turn the light more amber to reduce blue light, and it's much easier on the eyes before bed. Many readers love using a warmer tone in the evenings, as it feels cozier and less likely to disrupt sleep. If you spring for the signature edition, it even auto-adjusts the light based on ambient conditions, but on the standard model you adjust manually. Either way, it's a fantastic feature for night reading. The screen is also flush with the front bezel now, unlike older models where the screen was recessed. This flush front design not only looks sleek but also means no little gaps for dust or crumbs to collect. It's easier to keep clean and feels like a modern tablet. Tapping and swiping to turn pages is responsive. Amazon improved page turn speed by about 20% in this gen, and while e-ink inherently isn't as fast as an LCD, the Paperwhite feels snappier than its predecessors. There's still a very brief blink on full page refreshers, now more infrequent thanks to newer e-ink tech, but overall navigation has improved to the point you don't think about it much. Form factor and durability. The Paperwhite is slim and lightweight, just over 7 ounces, approximately 205 grams, making it comfortable to hold one-handed for long reading sessions. It's smaller and lighter than most paperback books, yet holds thousands of titles. The back has a soft matte texture which provides some grip. One of the huge advantages of the Paperwhite is that it's IPX8 waterproof. You can literally drop it in the bathtub or pool, up to 2 meters of fresh water for 60 minutes per Amazon, and it'll survive. That gives you a lot of peace of mind to read in the tub, by the pool, or on the beach without worrying about splashes or spills, a big selling point over using a phone or tablet. Battery life on e-readers is almost comically good. Amazon claims the new Paperwhite can last up to 10 weeks on a single charge. That's based on 30 minutes of reading a day with wireless off and light at medium. In real use, if you read an hour a day, you're looking at multiple weeks easily. Many users report only charging their Paperwhite once every month or so. And finally, thank the heavens, it now charges via USB-C, replacing the old micro USB. This means you can use the same cable as most phones and laptops now. And it charges a bit faster too, no more fumbling with that outdated connector. The device doesn't come with a wall plug by default, but any phone charger you have will work. A single charge lasts weeks, not hours as Amazon puts it, which really highlights how worry-free the battery is compared to, say, an iPad. Storage and content. The base Paperwhite comes with 8 GB of storage, of which about 6 GB is usable for books, which is enough for thousands of ebooks. There's also a 16 GB option now if you think you need more, and the signature edition is 32 GB. Unless you have a lot of PDFs or graphic-heavy books, comics, 8 GB will serve you fine. Typical novels are only a few megabytes each. The Kindle supports Wi-Fi for downloading books, and if you get the model with ads cheaper by $20, you'll just see a sponsored screensaver on the lock screen. Many find it unobtrusive, but you can pay to remove them if you prefer a blank or book cover screensaver. Speaking of content, you're primarily tied into Amazon's ecosystem. That's both a pro and con. Pro because Amazon's store is vast. Over 6 million titles plus integration with Kindle Unlimited and Audible audiobooks. Con because the device doesn't natively support EPUB or other stores without some workarounds. However, Amazon now lets you send EPUB files to Kindle via email conversion, and it supports PDF and Mobi, etc., so you're not completely locked out of side-loading content. If you stick to Amazon's store, the experience is seamless. Buy a book and it appears on your Kindle in seconds. Reading features. The Paperwhite offers all the handy features that make reading and learning enjoyable. There's a built-in dictionary. Just long press a word and the definition pops up. You can highlight passages or add notes easily by touching and dragging, which is great for students or book clubs. There's also X-ray, a feature that lets you see character info and other references in supported books, useful if you forget who a character is, for example. If you're learning a language, the Kindle can display word-wise hints, simple definitions above difficult words. With the larger screen, Amazon also improved the UI a bit. You have quick access toolbar for things like brightness and warmth, and easy switching between page number, location, time left in chapter, etc. by tapping bottom corners. The new Paperwhite's performance boost means flipping through your library or searching for a title is faster than older models. For those who like audiobooks, the Paperwhite supports Audible via Bluetooth. It doesn't have speakers, but if you connect wireless headphones, you can switch to listening to an audiobook where you left off reading, if you own both Kindle and Audible versions or via Audible membership. This is a neat feature if you like to alternate between reading and listening, though many might just use their phone for Audible. Still, it's nice that it's there. Everyday use cases. The Kindle Paperwhite is really purpose-built for reading, and it shows. If you want to escape into a novel without the distractions of social media notifications, this device is perfect. There are no interruptions from email or texts, just your book. It's also gentle on the eyes. Many people who get headaches or eye strain from reading on LCD screens find e-ink to be a revelation because it doesn't emit harsh light and reads like paper. The adjustable warm light further makes late-night reading comfortable. The waterproofing means you can unwind in the tub with a book and not worry about a dunk. The size and battery make it ideal for travel. Load it up with 5 or 10 books and you're set for an entire vacation. And it likely won't need a charge the whole trip. If you commute by train or bus, the Paperwhite is easier on your wrist than a hefty paperback, and you can easily navigate one-handed if needed. Also, features like WhisperSync will sync your furthest page across devices. So if you sneak a few pages on the Kindle app on your phone at lunch, your Paperwhite will pick up right where you left off. The device supports Kindle Unlimited, a subscription for borrowing ebooks, and Prime Reading. If you have Amazon Prime, some books are free to read. Also, if you use your local library, the Paperwhite is fantastic with Overdrive Libby. You can check out ebooks from your library's website and have them delivered to your Kindle in many regions. So it can potentially save you money on books if you leverage those services. In terms of value, the latest Kindle Paperwhite sits in the middle of Amazon's e-reader lineup, which is exactly why it's often the recommended one. The base Kindle 11th Gen is cheaper $99, but it lacks warm light, has a smaller 6 inches 300 pixels per inch screen, and isn't waterproof. The high-end Kindle Oasis, $250, has page-turn buttons and a slightly bigger 7 inches screen with a flush aluminum design, but functionally it's similar in reading quality. The Paperwhite gives you almost everything the Oasis does, except buttons and an even warmer light auto-adjust and Oasis adaptive display, for a lot less money. It truly is the sweet spot. The improvements like USB-C and warm light were features people have been asking for. Now that they're here, the Paperwhite feels very complete. Pros: a Kindle Paperwhite offers a phenomenal reading experience. Its 6.8 e-ink display is clear and easy on the eyes, and now with adjustable warm lighting you can read comfortably day or night. It's got a long battery life, weeks per charge, and finally modern USB-C charging. The device is fully waterproof IPX8, which extends where you can enjoy reading, bathtub, poolside, beach, without worry. The flush front design and quality build make it feel premium, and eliminate dust-catching bezels. It's lightweight and portable, more compact than a typical paperback, but can hold thousands of books. The Kindle ecosystem brings conveniences like instant dictionary lookup, cloud syncing of your books and progress, and a huge selection of titles often cheaper than print, plus library loans and subscriptions. The interface improvements and faster page turns make navigation smooth. Also, if you're into audiobooks, having Audible support is a plus. Overall, for someone who loves reading, the Paperwhite offers distraction-free immersion and thoughtful features, like highlight and note-taking, X-ray, etc., that enhance the reading experience beyond physical books. Cons: the Paperwhite is quite specialized, it's not a multi-purpose device. If you need a gadget that does apps, email, web, etc., this isn't it, though one could argue that's a strength for focus. There are a few quirks. The page turn is via touchscreen only, no physical buttons, which for some who prefer tactile buttons to avoid smudging or for accessibility, might be a minor downside. The e-ink screen, while much improved, still has slower responsiveness than a tablet. Browsing the store or typing search can feel pokey. Relatedly, the UI isn't as snappy as modern tablets. It's fine for choosing books and reading, but it won't win any speed awards for complex tasks. Another thing, you're somewhat tied to Amazon's ecosystem. Getting books from outside the Kindle store requires either emailing files or using software like Calibre to convert formats. It doesn't support EPUB natively on device, it converts via email, which is a bit of a limitation if you have a library from another source. Some users don't love the home screen layout that shows suggestions, ads, in ad-supported version. Though you can turn off recommendations in settings to make it more library-focused, it still leans toward nudging you to buy more books. Also, the price, while fair, is not trivial, especially if you opt for no ads and possibly a case. You could be spending around $150 to $170 total. There are cheaper e-readers out there, Kobo for instance, or the base Kindle, but considering the feature set, most find the Paperwhite worth the cost. Value analysis. For avid readers, the Kindle Paperwhite offers tremendous value by opening up reading opportunities everywhere and reducing friction to jump into a book. It's the device that essentially pays for itself if it leads you to read more, instead of, say, scrolling on your phone. The upfront cost is moderate, but factor in that ebooks are often cheaper than new print books. There are many deals, and you can borrow library books for free. The Kindle can be economical long-term. Compared to the base Kindle, the Paperwhite's extra $40 buys you a larger screen, much better front lighting with warmth, waterproofing, and longer battery, which are very useful for an enhanced reading life. Compared to the high-end Oasis or the new Kindle Scribe, the Paperwhite gives 90% of the experience for much less money. So among e-readers, it's the best bang for your buck for a premium experience. One might consider alternatives. Other brands like Kobo offer similar hardware, sometimes slightly cheaper, but then you lose direct Kindle store access and possibly performance and support. If you're deep in Amazon's book ecosystem or want the easiest route, Kindle is the way to go. The Paperwhite is often dubbed the Goldilocks Kindle because it's just right in balancing features and price. I'd say it is absolutely worth it for the majority of readers. The enjoyment and convenience it brings to reading are easily worth the price of a few hardcover books. Sources. According to Popshe's review, the Paperwhite offers a near-perfect blend of performance, size and price, finally bringing USB-C and the warm Oasis display features to the mid-range Kindle. It lists the specs: 6.8 display, 300 dpi, IPX8 rating, adjustable warm light, 8 GB storage, etc. The flush front design was noted as a drastic improvement for usability and cleanliness. Amazon's own listing highlights up to 10 weeks battery life, and that a single USB-C charge lasts weeks, not hours. They also tout the waterproof build and ability to pair with Audible over Bluetooth. The reading experience, faster page turns by approximately 20% and 10% brighter screen than last gen, is also mentioned. These details back up how the Paperwhite improves on prior models and why it's a top recommendation for a dedicated e-reader.